It's Madden NFL 23. And coming up, we'll see Derek Carr. After his last game, now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Raiders and the Broncos, and it kicks off next on Madden NFL 23.
Well, there's never a shortage of shows or sights and sounds throughout this city, but for the next few hours, all eyes are glued to Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas.
Today, the curtain falls on the regular season. We've got a good one in store between the Denver Broncos and the Las Vegas Raiders.
Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And CD, you look at the Raiders in this matchup, you figure they've got to be looking forward to this one. They've got a clear advantage on the offensive side of the ball.
Yeah, they totally understand it, not just by running the numbers, but those numbers do play into it because you've got one of the better passing offenses in the league, a top 10 unit, going up against one of the poor defenses in the league. So I think we're going to see these guys take some shots downfield. But right from the start, I expect them to attack and get right after it.
And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. The Raiders set to go to work behind their veteran quarterback, and that's Derek Carr.
Now, the meeting we had with him this week, that's one of the briefer ones we've ever had, isn't it?
He wasn't too happy after last week.
Not happy. Really determined to play a whole lot better, and he really can't play a whole lot worse. He's got to go out and show the team that the goods that he exhibited early are still there. Otherwise, he could lose the confidence that they have in him.
Yeah, hoping to get rid of that interception bug.
A run with Jacobs there on first down, but he'll manage only a yard or two at best. Second down coming up.
From the 27th, Carr got a man open. It's Darren Waller.
The Raiders at 7-9 now on the year. Yeah, they've lost 3 straight here, and it kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player.
And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back.
Four yards remain for second down.
Throwing now is Carr.
Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Now a stoppage, and we've got Chubb shaken up on the play. Now, this is just the last thing you want to see in the final week of the regular season. Well, I hope he's okay. We'll step aside and be right back.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Carr.
He gets this to Devontae Adams.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Throwing again on second down. Carr.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
So now Carr and the Raiders dealt a 3rd and long after that sack.
He'll look to throw.
Able to find Waller. That's complete.
And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 33.
The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18.
That's a big gainer on that play, and from experience, I can tell you, that's where defensive backs will come into the huddle and say, guys, how about some pass rush? But you're going to say it nicely because those big guys up front, they don't like being criticized very much. Quarterbacks in this league, you know they'll pick you apart if you give them time like that to find receivers downfield.
And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. Well, Week 18, this is just when you hope everybody can get through the regular season healthy, but the medical staff is going to have to take a look here, and we'll step aside. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Here's Carr to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 15-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row and only 2 yards to show for it.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 7.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. The kick by Carlson is good. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And they'll be led by their 5'11" quarterback, and a mobile one at that. From Temple, it's P.J. Walker.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
They begin the drive with Williams. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Walker now to throw on first down. Pass incomplete.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. To throw is Walker. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
On 2nd down, Williams. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Walker. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Looking to throw again on second down. Walker, incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. The kick by McManus is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So a return of serve, so to speak, here on the second drive of our game as they respond to that opening field goal with 3 of their own.
I like that. Going a little tennis on me.
I know you like to mix it up with sports.
They crack a forehand back out, and they get a backhand. What was the return on?
It was a backhand, and
like
a really good backhand.
It's a nice top spin on the whole thing. I love it. Almost a mirror image when you really get down to it. I thought that was pretty good stuff.
The Raider offense heading out as we take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. To throw his car. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Randy Gregory, the outside linebacker, dropping him for a loss of 6.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack, and that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
These two teams all tied after 1. Second quarter from Vegas, the homestanding Raiders with a football here, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Carr going to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
So on 4th down, here's A.J. Cole to punt for the Raiders. K.J. Hamler deep for the Broncos. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Walker now on 2nd down. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Walker from the gun on 3rd down. Forced. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
Call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now?
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Michael O.J. Mudia. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you've got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. in good position, 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Now a give up the middle to Williams. About 3 yards there to the 27. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7.
Now Walker. Got a man complete. It's Hamler. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Broncos 1st down.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's Walker.
Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Play action now. Walker.
Rolling to his right. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
So they dial up the blitz on 3rd and inches. It pays off.
And frankly, they were probably dialing up a run blitz, expecting him to run it in that situation. But instead, they end up back at the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Now Brandon McManus for the Bronco field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping.
The kick by McManus is good.
And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3.
So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Carr can be in. Makes the score a perfect example as he gets the first.
That one there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a 1st down himself.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now Carr. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Carr. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The Raiders on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Carr now to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory.
First down, Walker. Here's Hamler, complete on the comeback route.
And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. To throw again on second down. Walker. Walker hit and the ball is out. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So after the fumble recovery, it's Carr. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Complete to Hunter Renfrow.
Throwing again on second down. Carr. And his throw's going to be incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Brings up 3rd down.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
Open man, that's Renfrow. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. From the gun, it's Carr. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
Shotgun now for Carr. To the sideline, wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Again, it's Carr. And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's 4th. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will tie things up at 6-6. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there, because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Broncos going to go on offense now late in this 1st half. And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together. A 1st down throw for Walker.
And the Raiders have got him. Max Crosby, the outside linebacker, dropping him for a loss of 6.
What a quick start to the drive, but not for the team that really needed it. In only a few seconds, the opposing QB found himself on the turf, and the defense is celebrating 2nd and long.
Sacks, a growing theme in this 1st half. This is 2nd and long. A final shot before break. Walker.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
So we have reached halftime here with not much scoring between these two teams. 6-6 our score. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. It's all down. Let's take a look at the next-gen stats in that 1st half for the Broncos. And there's not much to speak of in terms of passing efficiency. But in a tie game, they know a few tweaks could make a big difference going forward. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, they had a little more success than their counterparts did in the passing game, as evidenced by the numbers there.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as he'll have it first to begin this third quarter. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Off the play fake, Walker. Throw to the right, caught by Dulcich. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Walker now. It's Williams on the catch. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Again, it's Williams. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 43. Walker. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
At least this time he's getting hit after a positive play for his offense. The pressure was coming through yet again, but he certainly didn't stick around for the sack on this occasion. Found an escape route and ended up getting the first down before taking the hit.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Williams running left. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. On 2nd and 9, Walker. That's taken in by Dulcich. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards. And
that's a tremendous football from there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that's incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
A 2nd down throw for Walker. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. To throw is Walker. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
He certainly did his best to find something on that run, but there just wasn't enough time to make it happen. Nice effort there, avoiding the sack and getting back to the line of scrimmage. That one certainly could have ended up worse.
Now Brandon McManus for the Bronco field goal. This one from 35 yards away. The kick by McManus is good. And they take the lead here as it's now 9-6.
Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. Here's Carr. And he fires one incomplete. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's Carr to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked up by Michael O.J. Mudia.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick 6.
Hey, that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
Extra point from McManus is good, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Taking it about the 1. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Raiders offense coming back out onto the field. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Carr. He finds his man Johnson. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's second down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up second and
Now Carr. And Waller taking it in over the middle.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Jacobs going to try the middle. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. Got a man, it's Darren Waller. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. One quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
From the 7, it's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 7-yard line.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. This offense on third down today, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Carr. This is caught. Touchdown. Darren Waller with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Raiders have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So the Broncos come back out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And it's all come down to this, hasn't it? Final week of the regular season. As this year's playoffs play out anything like the regular season has gone, could be in for a wild and fun month of January.
And we can break the rules because we can look ahead. All right, there's not a coach out there that's ever said to their team, all right.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big pickup of 38.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. To throw is Walker. Throw over the middle, taken in by Dulcich. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Walker being chased out left. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the 1st.
Well, that's a nice job right there. He's looking downfield, but with no one open, he takes off and tries to run for it. He gets to the sidelines and gets out of bounds with a 1st down.
Walker now to throw on 1st down. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. From the 22, Walker. He'll get this one to Patrick. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
A gain of 7. 1st down, Broncos.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. 44 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4. They run it again with Williams. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. Now Walker. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Greg Dulcich, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Broncos get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. Well, that
last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone.
Carr now on first down. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. A good start there on this fourth quarter drive. They need more of what we just saw.
Down a couple of scores. There's still time. All right, it's not like they're totally out of it, but they have to score quickly, and they're going to need some big-time plays, chunk plays, explosive plays. They need yardage on each snap.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr.
They swing that out wide to Jacobs.
Carr's pass complete to Josh Jacobs. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 46.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. He's going to let it fly. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Results in a 4th down.
Now Carr, got to have this one. Johnson's got it complete.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
One crisis averted, but they still need to move hastily.
That's good.
Carr's throw pulled in by Renfro.
And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
Carr.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Well, we knew this was going to be a tall order anyway, down 2 scores with this little time remaining, but that interception puts an end to any hopes that they had.
All right, partner, work with me here because obviously scoring a touchdown, getting the onside kick, then going down, scoring again, well, that's asking a lot, isn't it? And that's really not a great expectation to begin with. I think they'll look back on this game and see what got them in this spot in the first place and say to themselves, we really gave this game away.
They'll try and run down some clock with Williams. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
They'll stay on the ground with Williams.
And not much of an opening there as he's only going to get this to about the 32. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
From the shotgun, it's Walker.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Broncos send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. So Derek Carr in the offense, down by 10, a minute 8 to go. A 4th straight defeat looming on the horizon, barring a comeback here as they've got it with a 1st down.
Throwing his Carr. Able to connect with Jacobs.
The Raiders try to move quickly, try to get everybody back to the line.
Carr to throw. And that's complete to Brown. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Here's Carr. Open man, that's Renfro. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Carr signaling to his guys, let's go here.
He'll get this underneath to Jacobs.
And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road,
It's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is because, let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just doesn't usually compute. So to get out there, get that done, and then head back to your city with one in the victory column, oh, that's a fantastic feeling.
So for Denver, they finish off the season with a victory, which is the good news. The bad news is that it will wrap up a dreadful 4-13.